There's one more product that we're really proud of this release, and they are our buttons, or we call them our sparklers. Self-explanatory why we call them sparkles. They have a lot of glisten and glimmer to them. But we have 3 different options. We have vintage, and this is inspired by vintage shopping through the flea markets. We have the scale-up sparklers that are a bit more petite, but still a lot of bling and fun. And then we have our glitter sparklers that are great, simple ways in embellishing pages. You can just embellish many, center of florals that just add a little glisten and glimmer to your pages and projects too, especially cards. They're nice, a slim profile that you can just add it quickly to cards without any depth. Too much depth added.
And I haven't seen anything like this anywhere.
No, it's brand new. And we shop high and low for products like this. And we do a lot of our shopping through flea markets, and we get a lot of our inspiration from just the local antique shops, and that's where those come from.
That's great. So what is this next line that you have here?
Well, this is a fun one for me to design this release. It helps that I was pregnant here, so I had a little baby inspiration. Next line, you're going to get the help me, God, I need help line after the baby's born, but I promise I won't make that dreadful. But anyway, this line is our baby line. We try to add a lot of fun and playful motifs, but with the baby line, we try to get this a bit more sophisticated, slightly couture, but again, we don't want to get too over-the-top boutique. We want familiar images that people know and love and can easily cut and use on their pages, and it just helps people craft a little easier that way. But we had a lot of fun with this one.
Well,
we tried not to make it so girly and so boy, but we tried to keep it bold.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. This brings me back to the fact that you could use I could see this paper line used for many other uses other than baby, so you're not so limited.
Exactly. It's funny because when we started naming this line, and we had baby on the brain, and we thought to ourselves, it's not just baby. It's definitely a little bit of juvenile, but there's a lot of play. There's a lot of fun elements that bring it back to the youthful time in our lives. That's certainly not a newborn baby, exclusively. So there's a lot of just nice children type elements here that you can use for just your child or your family member. So
great. Yeah. Let's see what else you have.
All right. Well, on to the third collection, which is our Garden Gala collection. This is a fun, celebratory type of theme, but it's still an everyday line. It doesn't have to be party. It doesn't have to be always showcasing a celebration, although it can certainly, because we have the banner flags, and we have the lantern outdoor balloons, or the outdoor lantern, kind of the party lanterns rather. But it still has the garden, and it still has the outdoor natural feel that you can just incorporate with an everyday crop. It doesn't have to always be themed, and it's important for us to have a little bit of theme and a little bit of everyday in every line too.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. And
of course, I was going to say, you're probably just about to
answer
I
was.
question.
Yep. Every collection has a similar set of matching embellishments, but quite honestly, I'm not a real matchy person. We want a collection that definitely is unified.
Has some contrast.
Yeah, we want definitely a unified collection with an easy, this goes with this. Although, think outside the box a little bit in terms of what you pull together with your pages. You guys always do, by the way. Don't get me wrong, you amaze me. But it's just, we try not to overmatch things. We want a little bit of contrast with the embellishments that go with our lines.
Well, I can see that you're definitely doing a great job of that.
Thank you. And the last but not least collection, this is our fun travel, coastal, tropical collection that we have. We have the compasses, we have the canoes, we have the travel balloons, we have the starfish, we have the crazy octopus. So you can see here that you don't just have to have a tropical vacation to use this line. This is your travel line. This is your family destinations. These are your personal destination. It's just a nice way to just capture your travel in a fun, vibrant way.
And I love, too, how there is a good variety of colors with this line. Mm-hmm. I mean, you have really bright colors and some pastel-y colors, so I really, really like that variety in that line.
Thank you. You could see that we really saturated the page with a lot of ink. We put a lot of ink onto this, and I think that's fun. When you see a lot of, I reserve the bold color comment because it's not, I wouldn't say it's overly bold, but it's saturated and with rich colors and deep rich colors, and it's really fun and warming to use this collection.
Well, I am super happy that I could do this with you. I actually told Natalie we are going to be fighting over who is going to get to use what paper line when we're doing our designs. Thank you so much. We cannot wait to be carrying this line at customcrops.com.
Thank you very much.
Actually, you know what? I do have one more question for you.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little corny, but I've been trying to think of a good dictionary. Is there one that you would recommend?
I personally have a favorite, and it's Webster's.
Webster's.
Yes.
Thank you.